Looks like rain's on the way.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where today we are making the march to the sword here in Sword March. Because, yeah, it's there, and we're here. Also, there's some time has passed since the last stream. That much is obvious. That's how time works. But it's been a while. But I didn't just completely stop playing the game. I went and did a lot of exploring, and now we're like a bunch of levels higher. So yeah, it's been a while. Also, you'll note I have only 4 gold Nopon coins now because I actually hit 99 and used them to make a level 10 gem. But yeah, went around exploring, grabbing stuff to make better gems and all of that, but I did not go any farther than I am right now. I did do one quest off-screen, but it was just following an Nopon around in an area full of level 70 enemies, and he was saying things that made no sense, but then the character was like, oh, he's trying to say that it's dangerous here. And then at the very end he was like, yeah, I'll give you another quest once the 7 anvils have rung. And it's like, okay, whatever that means.
What's wrong? Mio?
I hear a strange sound.
Sound?
What is that noise?
Something's wrong here. Noah!
Oh. They can cloak, can they?
What the? Who are they?
Those Levnesses. They're the ones that attacked the castle.
Yes, no question. Which means...
I just realized why Guernica had an eye patch. And why these people have eye patches. Or at least the ones we've seen the faces of. Weird that they keep on building helmets with 2 eye sockets.
Sheathe your weapons. We're not looking for a fight.
What the?
We are the Lost Numbers, sworn enemies of Mobius.
What?
There are others standing against Mobius.
So, you gonna sheathe your weapons?
The name's Monica. Monica Vandam. The man who entrusted Ouroboros to you. I'm his daughter.
Daughter?
You know Guernica?
You're headed for the city, ain't ya?
How do you...
That's our base of operations. Come on.
What?
Shania, take point.
Yeah, all right. Oh. Stay close.
So, my theory as to why they all had eye patches was shattered the instant a daughter had one. Levness from earlier disappeared in sky. Yep. Oh, and before we take you to the city, you have to wear these. Standard issue eye patches. Yep. That's the thing. But why Why are people who were probably born without irises wearing them? Eye patches. I guess maybe it's a thing where, like, if everyone wears an eye patch, then you don't have to worry about whether or not someone secretly has an iris. But what if they then wear their standard issue eye patch on the eye without an iris? Like, yeah. They're the same as the ones we wear. Put them over the eye where your iris is. Are people just born with irises? What? They won't hurt you. And we got confirmation that Kevis puts their iris in the right eye while Agnes puts the iris in the left eye. Thanks for the cooperation. We appreciate this. So, I said we aren't hostile, but that might not be enough to earn your trust, I'm guessing. If it lays your fears to rest, you can treat me as your prisoner until we reach the city. Ah yes, we are treating you as our prisoner when you have the advanced technology and greater numbers. Yup, that's a thing that definitely works. That's how it goes. Huh? Yeah, that doesn't sound right, darling. Don't want a prisoner? Whatever, I'll be your escort then. I should point out, you won't find anyone better with a mace in the Lost Numbers. Yeah, well, don't bash us about with it or anything. If I wanted to, then your attitude would have earned you a thrashing already. So, let's be on our way. Shania will show you how to go. I guess we gotta follow her, but first... Okay, we got another tank going on. Lost Vanguard. So she's got a smash that is not a talent art, which we haven't had access to that yet. Continuous damage to enemies in a fixed radius and draws more aggro. I mean, that sounds nice, potentially. Enemies performing arts will be knocked back. Do we have anything better than that? Recharge 6 on that, recharge 7 on this. And it boosts aggro. I think, yeah, let's go with Lightning Strike. And what skills have we got? Okay, does damage when you block. Higher TP at start of chain attack, whatever. Can absorb attacks dealt to allies within range. That's actually pretty nice. And when taking damage, can inflict knockback on assailant. Neat. And judging by the silhouettes and the colors behind them, this is the last tank we are going to get. Which is unfortunate. Would have liked to have at least one more tank class in here, because there are only 5 out of 24 classes. We've already got 5 healers unlocked, and we're going to get 2 more. So, half of the classes are damage dealers. A full half. That seems a little much when, by default, they give us an even mixture of all 3 roles.
This is something decent,
We got new
right?
folks on the map.
I think I need our Doom stuff.
This'll be over like that.
I'm so ready for this.
I'm the one who won. Time to get cracking on. Cheers for that.
got the armory as well.
Cheers for that.
We have 3 tanks. Why does none of them have this Ardoon?
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
I think a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Huh? Is that?
I don't need Ferris stuff as far as I'm aware. I think I might need Aluka stuff, but not gonna bother fighting one if it's not
Monica,
at
can I
least
ask you something?
lucky.
Just keep following Shania, will you? We'll talk more later.
Okay, but there's like a container over there and a container over there. I kind of want to open them, and she's just going between them.
Made it in one piece.
Yeah, okay. This sword is way too small, I feel like. Because, like, I know we can't see through lands here, but the, like, channel running through it that is in the center of screen behind invisible lands, or see-through lands. Those were the, like, canyons that we were walking through in Xenoblade 1. And that looks like it's, what, maybe like 5 to 10 lenses wide, and that's nowhere near wide enough. This sword is,
Something so valuable here.
it doesn't seem to be as big as it's supposed to, and that's sad. How are we meant to get to the city from here? Yeah, this is a dead end. Wrong. Oh. Meh? A door. This leads into the Great Sword. The city's this way. What a masterful disguise. Huh. When Ethel said there was nothing of interest in the Sword March, guess she never found this. Hey, you guys done? Can we get going?
Topographical info updated. What a brilliant contraption. No wonder nobody's ever found it.
You'd better save some of that surprise.
This is something decent, right?
Ah, yeah, you gotta crank those fluids.
All right, let's do it.
That's a hey, Califor. Dang. There's containers behind that door. Kind of weird that there's no music playing.
Wow. This place was inside the Great Sword all along?
Save a bit of surprise, I said.
Better give it a good once over. So, Guernica, that's that wrinkly guy. Back then?
Yeah.
You said you were his daughter. What's that mean?
I completely forgot. You don't understand the concept of parenthood. I'll explain later.
Later, meaning in the city?
That's where the elevator's taking us. You'll be needing those eye patches now.
And what for?
Those put a spanner in Mobius's recon.
Mobius's?
When you become Ouroboros, your irises change. And they start emitting a weak radio signal. And so, we're blocking that signal.
With these things? What about yours? Are you Ouroboros too?
We'll go with that.
Sorry?
You see, we're bound by Ouroboros blood.
So they use eye patches to hide that. Whereas we use eye patches
Just
to
what are you?
cover our irises. That's real high up.
We're so high up!
That's what I said.
What a view. I've never seen anything like it.
Certainly takes your breath away.
I'm guessing that's the Agnes Castle.
Can you save your observations for later? Come on!
Well, if it was the Agnes Castle, wouldn't they be a little bit more concerned about it? So we're all the way up in the hilt, then. Which means we've gone all the way up the blade. Wonder what that island is, and that island, and... Yeah. Also, that spike there is definitely the Bionis' horn.
Right. What have we got around here?
What's with the oddly angular mesas? Sorry, it's just whenever I get to a place where I'm super high up and have a vantage point over a lot in a video game, I like taking the time to look at what I can see.
Huh? Is that Bonnet digging up ore?
Apparently, no, it is not.
They're mince meat. Kick them aside.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Hoping just the exact wrong art, but it's not going to matter.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Wait. I've gone past where I was supposed to... Oh, I need to talk to you? Or no, I just needed to get closer to you. I see. Well, I mean...
This castle
has got nothing on this dizzying height.
You're telling me. Just looking down makes me feel faint.
They're mincemeat.
The game clearly wants us to have to fight this elite on the way, so I'm going to.
Demolition! Quick draw! Lightning! Stop right there! I'm all for it! Overboard! Extended! That's the weak point!
Smooth as always, Noah.
I see you!
I'm getting in the groove.
You never cease to impress,
Fire! I know, Raider! Feeling good! Right, you in the dust!
You want some more?
And there we go.
It's a part of me now.
Oh,
This was a
its
nice
loot fell
find.
with it. Oh, but it comes right back to us. That's nice.
My head kind of hurts.
Ah, yeah. That happens when you gain altitude fast. Don't worry, it'll subside.
Why can't I target this thing? Is it not actually a real enemy? Guess not.
Entrance is up ahead.
Oh, you're just gonna warp us right to it then, are you? Well, excuse me, but I don't like having stretches of map not filled in. There we go.
Okay, I'll say what everyone's thinking. This is all sparking amazing!
You can take the eye patches off now. Won't need them past this point. Oh, right. And you're sure about that? Also, I'm pretty sure the eye patches would have been emitting radio waves before the whole transformation to Ouroboros thing. Considering that they are clearly connected to a network from which they can download and to which they can upload information. So yeah, pretty sure they would have been emitting radio signals long before the transformation to Ouroboros. The city's got some signal jamming tech that functions just like the eye patches, blocking detection by Mobius. We're safe inside. You have my word. Uh-oh. That means something unsafe is going to happen. I suppose that must be the reason why they haven't been able to discover the city thus far. You got that right. This place is our last redoubt and our sole haven in this world. But as soon as we step outside, Mobius are all over us like a bad wool sweater. So what I'm saying is don't forget your eye patches when you're out and about. That's all. I hear you, loud and clear. We'll remember. I like how she just disappeared. Just city. No name, just city.
This is the city.
It sure took us long enough. We shouldn't relax just yet, though.
Why the spark not?
We don't even know if they're really our allies yet. We can't get complacent.
Still on guard, huh?
Unlike some of you daydreamers, yes.
I'd like to believe them. Their eyes, they look the same as his.
They said they opposed Mobius, didn't they? It should be okay then, to trust them.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. Gotcha.
Bloody Sparks. Why do I bother?
Thank you, Tyon, for looking out for us.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll follow your lead. But please, stay vigilant.
Of course we will.
New colonies on the grid.
Well,
Colony relations got updated.
It's bigger than half a dozen colonies.
Are there really so many people? This is beyond anything we could have imagined.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yeah.
So they're Ouroboros?
And they're from Kevis and Agnes.
But they're just a bunch of kids.
Watch yourselves. There could be secret spies. It's over. This place will be a war zone.
They're all whispering about us.
I feel we're not exactly welcome here.
Uninvited guests, one might say.
They're the ones who led us here.
Oh, hey! Doesn't she look similar to the Mobius we fought at Colony 4?
It's true. Wrinkly prune faces abound here.
Manana spy tiny people too! It's whole undiscovered race!
No. They must be humans just like us.
So you're Ouroboros, eh?
Huh?
You've got what, 1 or 2 years left? Some hope you are.
Don't know why Van Dam wasted that power on you. What was he thinking?
What's your problem? Mind your manners.
Let me introduce you. These were our Ouroboros candidates. They trained relentlessly to fight against Mobius. Each and every one of them. That includes Shania there.
Candidates?
You happy that you stole Ouroboros from us?
All right, that's enough. Whatever the reason, the old man did choose them. To be fair, they have gone against quite a few Mobius already. They're the real thing, all right. You heard Shania's reports.
What reports?
I had her monitor your actions with extreme scrutiny. All the way from the valley.
Huh?
Since way back then?
Together, we are united in our cause.
Miss Vandam.
All right then.
Please, it's not their fault. They're not a bad lot, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, that was awkward as all ash.
it'd be funny if we went and looked back at all the cutscenes since the Valley and spotted Shania hiding in the background in all of them.
We got new folks on the map.
But something tells me that wouldn't happen.
I'll introduce you to them another time.
All right.
We got new folks on the map.
You said that you were monitoring us earlier. So is that why you stormed the castle?
After the Ouroboros stone activated, Shania relayed the info straight back to us. So I'd been looking for a chance to contact you.
Oh, really?
We reckoned that you would just head straight here. What we did not expect was for you to dive straight into the heart of the enemy's base.
Ah.
I was flipping out. Your actions were so reckless. I started to wonder if our saviors were just a bunch of raving lunatics. They kind of looked that way.
That's a little
too harsh.
Sorry, poor choice of words. How about hotheads?
Yeah, that's not a lot better.
Still, it helped us complete one of our primary objectives. Securing a number of growth modules.
What are those?
I'll show you. You'll find it quite interesting. It's the very reason why we fight.
Like, it's really easy to guess that it's the pods, Noah. You saw them take the pods.
We got new folks on the map.
Now I know how you guys felt in Colony 4.
right. At least they warmed up to us eventually. Maybe it'll be the same here.
So that girl was keeping an eye on us. Did you notice, Mimi?
No. She didn't so much as make my ears twitch.
Let me check.
Some relationships changed.
What are you checking, Kion?
It
That
appears
there's a
we can
ladder
pass through
here? Yes, there is a ladder. I know that. I can see it. We're not using it right now, Tyon. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't know why they're called growth pods or what they do. But there's one thing that you saw them take. And they say, yeah, we got the growth pods. And Noah's like, what are those?
We're now more or less above the sword's hilt guard. Even this place was once ravaged by war. By Kevis and Agnes.
Has the war really spread this far?
It's a lot of husks.
There's even more. More husks underneath.
Thanks.
This right here is what the world is really like. Designed to keep us shackled.
Keep us shackled?
Well then.
Hey, Noah. You know that pile of husks earlier? You aren't thinking about sending those on, are you?
I think that would be asking a bit too... Oh. Actually...
Might not be the best idea, though. It would create a very large quantity of glowy lights in a place that we're trying to keep hidden. And it would probably be visible from quite far away, considering how high up it is. And if anyone at all was paying attention, they might notice.
Aren't those...
Cradles.
Your so-called cradles are the growth modules that birthed you. You were conscripted from birth, trained to kill one another ruthlessly and steal each other's life. That life energy pours into the flame clocks, becoming the fuel that feeds Mobius. In order for Mobius to exist, they must continue to claim life energy. And these cradles right here, they're used to recycle your lives.
Ethel.
Yeah. You live your lives in servitude so that Mobius can exist. And even in death, there's no release. You'll just keep getting recycled.
No way.
There's your shackles. Soldiers bound by Mobius's shackles are destined only for mutual destruction. Those who lose their lives in battle, they're reborn anew. They wake from a castle cradle, a blank slate without a scrap of their former memories.
Wait, then that husk I saw.
But if we keep your lives bound to the bodies, as we're doing here, they're of no use to them. This way, we can whittle away at their power.
So you've been doing this over and over again, then?
That's right. You don't want to know for how long, believe me. And yet, the price we pay to take down just a handful of Mobius is immeasurable. The city's residents, we're all descendants of the first Ouroboros.
The first Ouroboros?
What's a descendant?
Right. That's not a word you'd have any use for either, I suppose. Better to see for yourselves. Come, I'll show you.
Oh no, we're gonna learn about the birds and the bees.
So we're born to fight, and then we die. Over and over and over.
I can hardly believe it, but it was Ethel, without a doubt.
I just realized I didn't pay attention to the Nop-On when everyone was all eye-patched. Would they have been wearing eye patches, or would they have put them around their devices? Because they don't have irises. Also, technically, they're not Ouroboros, so I guess they wouldn't have to begin with, but would have been amusing if they were wearing eye patches for no reason.
Where are we?
This is a maternity ward.
Maternity?
Doctor, may I?
They're just kids. Don't force them to watch the miracle of birth before they know anything about it. Don't do it. Don't do it, game. Okay, it's a newborn. It's already there. Okay. Of course, in their minds, it's just, hey, that sure is a tiny person. How did it get there? Why is it so small?
It's so small.
It's a little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it moves.
Much rejoicing!
Why
It's
rejoicing?
okay to touch her. Gently now.
Also, wash your hands first.
She's so warm.
Place one finger in her palm.
Hey, Sana! Look at this! You need to try it too!
Oh.
Whoa, you're right. Mimi, it's incredible.
Let me have a turn. What? This is incredible, Senna.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know how babies are made?
Well, she did say if you want to know about the ins and outs.
Well, you're in for a surprise. Buckle up!
I have to feel like that word choice was deliberate.
This is how it should be. This is human nature. We are born defenseless, grow up. Then those who find a spouse create new life together, age, then return to the earth. Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance. The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it.
Suddenly the kids think they are all spouses to one another.
You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
feel kind of cheated that we didn't get a little comic relief aside of Lands. Like someone walks up, asks who they are. Lands introduces his spouse, Noah. I could have seen that happening.
Tyon, look.
It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros.
It's Shulk.
The founders, we call them.
And someone.
The first Ouroboros.
And someone.
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood.
I'm guessing the Shulk-looking one wasn't really Shulk.
It was the queens, so they say. Kevis and Agnes. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time.
Why's that?
By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them?
I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are they humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids and you alone.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before?
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
So our lives mean nothing to it?
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
Closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that.
I agree. It was so precious.
Shania. More walking to do. This is the last stretch. Let's get you to the dorms. Oh. But, like, why though?
Colony relations got updated.
Why now? Also, hang on. Can we go first person? We can go first person. Okay, so this guy, I don't know, looks maybe incredibly vaguely like a grown version of Ryan, or maybe Zeke. That doesn't resemble anyone that I'm aware of. Maybe, and this is a big stretch, maybe Dunban. If that's supposed to be Nia, that's a really weird Nia. Not sure who this is, but he's got a mechanical arm. And now this guy does look shulky. That can't be a coincidence. But with Shulk here, I would expect to see Melia. And we don't see anyone with head wings. So we do see someone with cat ears. So, like, yeah, it's weird. Feels like players of past games
Time to process all this.
are supposed to.
Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
Feels like players of past games are supposed to maybe recognize more than one face in there. And yet I don't. Shulk is the only one where the resemblance is strong. This is the dorm for young Lost Numbers soldiers. You can sleep here while you're in the city. You can ask that guy about your rooms. Hi, I'm that guy. Oh, and sadly, there's no kitchen in the building. A lot of the single soldiers eat at the Michiba canteen. If you want to do your own cooking, feel free to use that empty plot of land over there. Got it. Thank you, Monica. Tomorrow we have a lot to discuss. Agreed. How shall we arrange that? Meet me in the Lost Numbers War Room. It's the place down the lift from near the Praetorian Hill, which we passed on the way here. I'll let you know closer to the time. Oh, before I forget, You're free to explore the city as you will. Is that really okay? I said we weren't hostile, right? I thought you'd be pleased not to have me breathing down your necks. No, we're grateful. Thanks for everything. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize your name was Residential Guard and not that guy. Why are all doors locked? I guess we need to talk to that guy.
The rooms are ready for you now. How about getting some rest?
Had to use the same voice I gave him as a joke.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Oh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a problem?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Night.
Wow, soft beds are really comfy. Who knew? I'm fairly sure you've always slept well, even in sleeping bags. Same. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly you weren't nervous enough for all of us, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I couldn't just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all that information. That sounds like more excitement than nerves, if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be sorted out in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room, then. Right, agreed. Monica said... You take the lift down from nearby the Praetorian Hill, right? That's the Sword's Hilt Guard. All the way there, huh? Okay, then. Yep. I will say, they've done a good job of making the city actually, like, big. Certainly feels big, at least. I imagine we still don't have access to a good chunk of it. Yeah. Doors remain locked. The lost numbers are short on snipers, right? It's just that I've been considering changing my role is all. You're changing your blade again? Are you really sure you found the right role this time? Yeah, I can definitely see why the city being so big would make info gathering a pain.
We saw those signs of battles against Agnes and Kevis yesterday, right? Let's go there first.
And also for finding all the people you can talk to for the affinity chart. Is it difficult to become an Ouroboros candidate? Oh yeah, to qualify you have to pass the exam, and that's held just once every 4 years. Only 10 can get in, 4 of which are reserves. There are a lot of applicants, but only the very best make it.
We got new folks on the map.
Well then I guess that makes us the very best. So my mom got remarried, and now it sounds like her new partner will be moving in with us soon. How would you guys feel if you were in my shoes? Great, I guess? What's remarried? So mums and dads, they get married. But my dad went and died, and then my mom got married again. That sounds way complicated. So complicated I don't even know how to respond.
We got new folks on the map.
All the city's residents are descended from the 6 houses. I can trace my roots back to House Ortiz, Monica's to House Van Dam, and so on and so forth. And in remembrance of our ancestors' endeavors, our eye patches are each adorned with the pattern of our respective house. Guests like you have to make do with just a plain, boring old version, I'm afraid.
We got new folks on the map.
Keep getting new folks on the map. Monica's little crew of running dogs, huh? Well, you can leave me right out of it, whatever it is. No, that's not us. What, you ain't Lost Numbers? Well, that's all right then. Not everyone in the city supports the Lost Numbers crew, you know. Some of us want nothing more than a quiet, peaceful life. That's what I want anyway, to be left in peace.
We got new folks on the map.
The Lost Numbers gear mostly consists of Redux versions of stuff that we salvage from battlefields. After so many years of tinkering about with this stuff, we've got the process down to a fine art now. All these are pretty good, no? Yeah, totally. You never know that this stuff was salvaged from battle wreckage. Actually, I help them out with it from time to time as well.
We got new folks on the map.
Daddy, could we get this book? Sure thing, champ, and what a good choice. That'll probably help with your studies. Ah yes, we can talk about reading. What's up? Am I a rare sight to you? The city's got 3 types of folk: promising youngsters, hardworking adults, and old folks with time on their hands. Oh, I guess this must be an old folk. Time on your hands? Like, you don't have anything you need to do? You paint, write poetry, play an instrument, or in my case, have a good old drink every day.
We got new folks on the map.
Shop of Wellwell is general store, passed down through many generation of traders. Ancestors of Wellwell travel whole of world in caravan, but one day decide to stop caravan and settle here. After that, shop deal in many, many goods. Artistic things, knob-on craft, fun printed matters, important service to city friends. What you got?
Why don't we get a little of everything?
Well, we don't have any of those. We don't have anything better to spend our money on, so... There.
We got new folks on the map.
I think the Lost Numbers are wrong to carry on stealing cradles at the risk of exposing themselves. All they're doing is giving the enemy more hostages, and yet they still carry on. We all know what kind of atrocities are going on at the castle.
We got new folks on the map.
I so want some new clothes. You might have to be a bit patient.
It's all making sense.
I very much appreciate the scavenger force retrieving those supplies. It sure ain't an easy job. They're going to the Gnome Wetlands next. The fight never stops for them. What manner of quest is this? What's this paper? Someone been doodling?
And now we know things.
I guess we do. The Elder might be welcoming you Ouroboros with open arms, but I doubt everyone will feel the same. Please, don't disturb the peace we have here in the city.
We got new folks on the map.
Open. It opens! And is a landmark, too. Nifty. But there is apparently no reason for us to have come in here because the container is not on this floor.
I think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
Been a while since my last war council. Hope this isn't one of the boring ones. It ain't over yet.
So, that was totally a survivable fall. You can tell because Lance went through the thing before actually dying. And also Mio just appeared casually walking on the floor below.
Now we just hang about.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnes Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are... who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Well, that makes it seem as though they know that you're here.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the queens.
A month.
Mio.
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
Yeah, and we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Uni, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh, bad.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kavesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, That's how we do things.
But still,
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
All right. However, only as our absolute last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. The kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
So she said that we got rid of the Kavesi Annihilator, implying that there is an Agnian Annihilator. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was. Just saying, its existence is now implied. Mr. Samon's engineering department? Go down the lift near Dolgan Cliff and you'll find it in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one? Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Oh, what? You're not going to show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too. Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not going to be all buddy-buddy with you. Wow, what crawled up his ass? Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took the Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to engineering.
How about here instead?
So why not just have this be a main story quest if we have to complete it to progress the main story? There is no reason for this not to be a main story quest. I joined the Lost Numbers in hopes of becoming as fine a man as Guernica, in the hopes of becoming as strong and as kind as him. And yet, even as of this day, it still remains an aspiration. And we're going to take this elevator down again because I believe that quest that we smell
What do I do again?
is going to be in the war room. Apparently it takes the elevator a while to get here.
Now we just hang about.
Yep, that sure is a quest. Oh, hey, perfect timing. You lot have already smashed up a few flame clocks so far, right? Yeah, a few, I guess. Why? Well, the thing is, the Lost Numbers are going to start paying out a bounty for damage dealt to Mobius. Here you go.
We got new folks
thanks.
on the map.
Gondor's the only one that knows the whereabouts of the real queens. I really hope everything works out. Don't think we can handle it. No, it's got nothing to do with you guys or the plan. Sorry, just forget I said anything. The boss will have my guts for garters if I say something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, it definitely would have been faster to fast travel down here.
Now we just hang about.
So it feels more right to use the elevator when it's right in front of me. Even if it may be slower. dare say there are quite a few questions you'd like to put to me right now. But if you aren't sick or wounded, please stay out of the medical facility if you don't mind. Oh, this is the doctor. Also, we are nowhere near the medical facility, so your presence is bound to cause fuss, you see. Please, bear with me for the sake of the people who need their rest. Oh, like those little baby people? That's right. We have some gravely ill old folk being cared for, too. People who are sadly coming to the end of their lives.
We got new folks on the map.
Yeah, we need to stay out of that place that we are not currently in. I was at your age when my grandchild joined the Lost Numbers, but he went missing on his very first mission. We should never have let him go. I regret it to this day. But now I have the power to at least oppose what the Lost Numbers are doing.
We got new folks on the map.
Did you all come from the Asia region? Yes, that's right. Did you happen to bump into my husband? He said he was heading off toward Millick Meadows. Did we? Oh, hi, Monica. You're safe here in the city. Take your time. It might be the only genuine rest you get. Just don't forget about the operation. We've only got around a month to pinpoint the Queen's locations.
We got new folks on the map.
Grandpa and Grandma are always reading me books. It's super kind of them. Grandpa, Grandma, you mean those wrinkly dudes, right? That's right. That's your dad's dad or your dad's mom, or your mom's dad or your mom's mom. You're making my head spin here, bud.
We got new folks on the map.
So many new folks to got on the map. So, can we open this now? No? You're just gonna taunt us with a quest behind a door that does not open? Maybe we can go around the top and sneak in from the other side? Is that a thing? Oh, neat. Didn't expect to actually be able to jump in here. Seems there's no use in so doing, but it can be done.
Looks like there's still ground to cover.
So how do we get there? The answer seems like maybe we come from here, but is there a ladder over here? Maybe. So before we go there, let's, well, I guess, talk to Leanne. This expanse here was once the battleground of Kevis and Agnes, and an especially violent one at that. The battle was a swamp for both sides. All that remained was a wasteland mounded high with husks. This was the place that our ancestors made home. It's a strange and haunted sight, but it keeps us safe and hidden. Nothing has really changed since then. We still live here, leading our boxed-in lives, counting out our stagnant little days.
We got new folks on the map.
Okay, there was City Camp. That's what I wanted to check out. Also, wait, where'd the person go? There was a person to talk to here right before I jumped, but now they are gone.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
No, we didn't find any ion boosters. I'm not expecting to be able to craft any new gems. I went pretty wild with crafting gems earlier. But, yeah. There are a lot of discussions I have to have. A lot of discussions. Now, most of these discussions are going to be pretty worthless, I'm sure. But I'll at least have the ones that came from here for now.
Hey, we gotta talk.
We've been through a lot since we settled on getting to the city, huh? But we all made it through in one piece. That's something to be thankful for. Yeah. We're seeing a world that we've never known before, experiencing it for the first time. I just wish I could have let Guernica know that too. If it wasn't for him, we'd have been cut down right where we stood. Yep, or maybe just ended up blindly killing each other in a battle like every other schmuck. I'm glad it didn't come to that. Yeah, think about it. What the old man gave us, it was immense. But in the end, we won't know a flippin' thing about the guy, will we? Kinda sucks. I mean, it's pretty late in the day, but I really want to know more about him. I wonder what his motive was for giving us this power. No, in fact, I think we have a duty to find out. Because like him, we stand together with the people of the city. Seems all the city folk thought he was a pretty awesome guy, huh? Especially Monica. He was a really special person for her, right? Indeed. Monica was referring to him as Dad, even. It's a city custom. That's what they call the person who raises them. Perhaps we could ask Monica about Guernica, find out what he really thought. After all, we're carrying his dreams now, fighting to make them real. Okay, so that's how we're going to get her class unlocked.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
So about this sheet music we found in the city. I gave it a play and the melody made me really happy for some reason. It's so strange, it's completely different to Offseer melodies. It looks like only half the music is in here though. I'd really like to know the rest. Someone in the city will have dropped it. Should we see if we can find who it belongs to? Yes, please. Okay, let's find somewhere with plenty of people and try asking around.
Hey, we gotta talk.
The city's full of things I've never heard of and all this amazing tech and stuff. But they seem to have to scavenge things like Levna's parts, like we do. It'll be a sight harder than just normal scavenging, too. Outwitting both Agnes and Kevis to get the stuff they need? Not my idea of fun. And they can't leave any trace behind either. That's why they have a specialized scavenging force. They're elite, but in a different way to Monica's corps, which fight on the front line. I assume there can't be many of them, so the force can stay flexible and mobile. What, like a little secret platoon? Hey, could we pay a visit to Gnome Wetlands ourselves? I would like to know more about these lost numbers. You're curious about the scavengers? A little. It seems like a lot of hard work. We could lend them a hand. They're probably pretty short-handed over there. At least Uni made it sound like they're a titchy little unit. Oh, so it's my fault, is it? Well, regardless, it'd be a good opportunity to get to know them better. To Gnome Wetlands it is.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
So those clothes we'd, borrowed all that time ago, I guess they were city-made in the first place? Huh, thinking about it, does that mean we might see people with the same outfits walking around? Wait, you don't think... My style, it's not weird or anything, right? I wonder. We did get dressed in a hurry then. There wasn't time to think about style too carefully. Judging from the city people's perspective, it's not impossible that something about the ensemble might appear extremely offensive. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You look fine, Noah. Don't let Tyon's mutterings get you down. Say, what about Tyon's clothes then? I need my attire to be functional, that's it. It's entirely pointless to worry solely about its appearance. Wow, that's pretty sensible actually. A very Tyon approach. While we're on the subject, Tyon, there's something I've wanted to say for a while now. What is it? Your scarf is deeply uncool. What did you just say? Repeat yourself, I dare you. Aha, I knew it. You're as vain as the rest of us, you poser.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Did you notice how in the city people called adults like Monica teach those smaller folks things? Not smaller folks, Uni. The word's children. I saw adults reading books to children. It was a really peaceful scene somehow. Yeah, I remember in our old training and lectures, they'd basically beat stuff into us. Nothing so relaxed as this. I imagine Monica would say this is how things are meant to be. She'd have a point. I can't really imagine those children holding weapons fighting for their lives. Before Monica became an adult, do you think Guernica read to her like that too? I guess he might have? Strange, isn't it? I can't picture it at all. Yeah, a bit outlandish, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Apparently the Lost Numbers can use all different kinds of blades, just like us. Monica did say that the city's people were originally of one kind with the Ouroboros. So you'd say that explains all the similarity with us? Yeah, okay, I can see that. Even so, though, it's not many people that can master fighting with multiple blade forms, it seems. If you don't commit, your form's going to be sloppy and you'll get bad habits. I think I'll always prefer using what I'm good at. I like to get at least a basic understanding of all of them. Nothing beats flexibility on the battlefield. Me, I'm a power girl, through and through. What the spark's a power girl? Never mind, I caught your drift. It's important to remember, though, even though we have Ouroboros powers, it's still a matter of effort to achieve proficiency. You know, we do still have a lot more to discuss. We might as well discuss some of it.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
I did always wonder why Kevis Castle was in a place with that much black fog. Guess it's so that they can use the Annihilator, huh? Of course, that's likely part of it. But if they have a way to convert the fog into energy, then the uses for it need not remain limited to the Annihilator. If I stop to think about it, the tech there is kinda amazing. It could seriously turn the world on its head, isn't it? That wasn't a question mark at the end. World on its head, innit? I'm sure the Mobius have it sequestered away precisely to avoid that outcome. And then we went and wrecked it. Until now, we've always been the ones being chased. I think it was a good chance to show that we can and will strike back at them. Next time, let's go even bigger. Yeah, we'll show them what us Ouroboros boys and girls are made of. Come on, I get that you're excited, but please try to remember what it is we're actually trying to achieve,
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
So these Orion Mountains, to be honest, I kind of expected them to be a little more mountainous. Yeah, makes you wonder whether someone misnamed the place. Approximately half of the formation has been lost to annihilation events. Kevis Castle's Annihilator made a dent too, adding insult to energy. To injury. Wow, thanks for the reminder, mate. I don't really want to think too long about that snuffing doomsday device. Truthfully, neither do I. Makes you wonder, though, do you think one day the entire world could just go up in smoke like that? Not in our lifetimes, I don't think, but maybe decades or even centuries after we're gone? It's probably unavoidable, isn't it? Yeah. That's like the deep, deep future. I don't think my brain can take me that far. Well, we're still fine, but the lot that comes after, ages and ages after, they'll be kind of snuffed, huh? Almost definitely. It might seem like that's nothing to do with us, but that isn't quite right. What we do matters. I'm with you. Can't just look the other way, pretend we don't see the effects of our actions, even if it makes you feel bad. Oh, you're capable of feeling bad. I should mark my calendar. I'm being vulnerable here, Yars. Get the spark out of here with your cheap shots.
Hey, we gotta talk.
Lambda's autolevs still don't seem to be functioning. You mean the ones we took down with Izzard after the cave-in? It's weird. We still don't know why they flipped out like that. Not only does the colony's best line of defense go berserk, it shuts down altogether. I don't like it. Shall we go and look into things? Yeah, there's probably something we can help with. Then let's go and see. Yeah, it turns out when you revisit every single colony off stream for the first time in a while, you get a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Back when we were in Colony 9, those bunnets sure made our lives pretty miserable. What? Why? They're such little cutie-wooties. Cutie-wooties? Even the ones holding giant weapons in their tails? Even those, I ask. Yeah, okay, those are scary. We've once had to push through whole bevies of them to get back to the colony from the Izana Plains. Oh yeah, I remember that. Not gonna lie, I don't miss it. Am I remembering right that it started because Fox tried starting a fight with their bunnet leader or something? Oh, like they came for revenge. Bunnets do tend toward collective behavior. Moreover, the ones holding weapons are known to be aggressive. When 100 or more of the snuffers come at you at once, it ain't fun. It's not like their meat is any good either. So when fighting bunnets, keep an eye on their numbers. Noted. Good talk, guys.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
Boy, Tyon, you've been keeping up with your Agnes textbook reading, right? Isn't that a bit pointless now? I mean, since we're all on the same side and all that. Here's the thing. Before we became Ouroboros, I believed implicitly that every word in there was correct and accurate. That if I practiced what it taught, all would turn out to the benefit of my colony and my queen. But now? Now I know, as do we all, that it was no more than a Mobius deception. Right, so why waste any more time on it? Because if you think about it, the textbooks contain information advantageous to the Mobius. Do you see what I'm saying? If I can reverse engineer and analyze this advantageous information, I can find out about their real goals and intentions. Whoa, so you're reading them to, like, learn more about your enemy. Information forms the basis of strategy. That's elementary tactician know-how. But it's also not like everything in there is backwards nonsense either. Consider the case of Colony 9's fields, for instance. So we can't blindly trust what we read. We have to sort through the information to make our own minds up? I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake. Dang, I should have screenshotted that thing. That's like words to live by. Can't blindly trust what you read.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
Noah, was it your colony that fought Colony Sigma at Everblight Plain? Yeah, it was. You've heard about the battle? Everblight Plain. Now that's a name that keeps coming up. It seems to be the battlefield of choice for a lot of colonies. I imagine it's because the open wasteland there is perfect for large melees that even Pharaonises can clash in. No wonder it's so blasted to ash and not a single blade of grass can grow there. And until we can put an end to the fighting, it'll most likely stay that way, true to its moniker. I hope that one day the war will be over and it can grow lush and verdant just like Izana Plains.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Say, you know those Aspar things? They really make my skin crawl. Oh, I know. I heard you retching the last time we fought them. When I saw them in Aegis Wilderness, I was like, well, there goes breakfast. And what's with that stuff they vom up? Because to me it looked just like... Stop! Not a word more, I beg you. I'm already 105% creeped out. Okay, turning it around then. What's a monster you like? Well, duh, Pepitos, clearly. Their fluffy fur just gives me life. I will hear no objections on this. What about you, Senna love? Ferrises. Beg pardon? Ferrises. They're just cool, okay? And they have those massive triceps. I kind of wish I was one, honestly. I see. Well, I suppose there's no accounting for taste, innit?
Hey, we gotta talk.
So, just as we finish off solving the resources problem, a pack of monsters shows up? They said they'd deal with it, but we should help, right? And how long are we supposed to hold their hands? Have you forgotten what we're actually meant to be doing? What? No, of course not. Colony 4 problems are for Colony 4 to solve. Ethel said as much. And we're outsiders. The more we meddle, the more they'll be on guard against us. Do you think that what we've been doing is just meddling? Meddling, not meddling, who cares as long as we're helping? The actions you believe to be correct don't always lead to good outcomes. I think I remember Ethel saying that. Yes, but think about it. Doesn't it mean that if you don't take the action in the first place, you can't know if it's good or bad? Oh. Mio, you're... She's right is what she is. Sitting here wringing our hands won't do anything. The Colony 4 gang are going to be at the Barren Knoll, right? That ain't far. We can at least, look in on them. Make sure they're handling themselves. Clearly this conversation was meant to happen in Colony 4. I agree with Uni. Tyon? No objections. It's a logical conclusion following what I originally said. Good. We'll do everything we'll do something anyway.
Hey, we gotta talk.
People in Colony 9 really aren't happy with the current food situation. Even now they're released from the flame clock, this is all they whinge about. And it'll take time for Xeon's fields to yield a harvest. It probably isn't just Kite who's worried about the shortages. If we let it go on as they are, one day things will explode. This has probably occurred to you all, but... You mean the fact that Fox is plotting something idiotic? Right. I think he might be planning to raid some of the neighboring colonies. How could he? Sparks, I don't suppose a good punch in the mouth would convince him. I hope we're in time to stop him. Is Kite involved? If he is, then this whole thing gets even bigger and messier. He's always looking out for the rank and file, so they absolutely adore him. I see. Maybe Camilla knows something. She's the same term as Fox, and they've been all buddy-buddy lately. Do you think she's mixed up in this as well? We'll never know without hearing what she has to say.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
So many discussions. Something bothering you, Noah? Your brow is awfully furrowed. Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was making a face. Is there something on your mind? Yeah, it's nothing too important, though. Oh, really? Sure you're not remembering the thing about the husks? Ah, yeah, that has to be it. Am I really that easy to read? We've known each other for so long, of course we can read your mind by now. You're talking about the husks that were left near that Singbreeze funnel place. It will be dangerous to send them off. They're right inside monster territory. Is it really bothering you that much? To be honest, I don't think I can let it go. At the same time, though, it feels wrong to put everyone in danger just because I'm feeling uneasy. Holding back like that isn't like you. We'd rather you just ask us straight up. And anyway, not like anyone here would object to sending off the husks. Of course not. I've been in favor of it from the start. Right, we have to give them a proper send-off. Noah, Mio, you're the Offseers here. You should make the judgment call. I'm sorry, everyone. No, scratch that. Thank you for going along with me on this. We're down to only 2 pages.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Say, Manana, I think we all agree that your cooking is delicious and filling, but isn't it a burden for you to always cook? Ah, and don't get Noah wrong, it's great. It's just, you've got 4 more mouths to feed than when you were in Agnes. No needing for concerning. Cooking is whole life of Manana. Food from colony canteens is fine and all, but when comes to feeding friends, Manana want to do by self. Can adjust menu based on preferences and dietary requirements. Will not get similar service in canteen, that for sure. Manana's cooking is really what lets us face each day with a renewed vigor. Needless to say. Or so Manana front, but actually wouldn't mind eating at colony canteens from time to time. Can be good to get ideas for recipes by sample what world have to offer, and then rework and have friends sample. Well, that's fantastic then. Food for our tums and for Manana's thought. 2 ansels, 1 stone. That exactly right. Manana look forward to never stop expanding repertoire as long as live. We're down to only 1 page. And they all require either specific places or specific people. We can certainly maybe do them? I don't know if we actually can swap anyone in right now. And this isn't a canteen. We don't need to cook. We need to go buy something at the canteen. Oh, we can swap a hero in. The slot was just empty for a bit there.
I'm gonna put my feet up if you don't mind.
Shame we can't swap heroes while still in this menu.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Hey everyone, I've got something I've been meaning to ask you all. Is it about Levnesses? If so, you should probably address it to Riku, not us. Lands, you are correct, and Tyon, ordinarily you would also be correct. But I want to know what everyone's favorite Levnesses are. You mean like, do I prefer an Equites or a Velites? Exactly. For me, I guess it's a Thorax. Makes it easier to get around. I like Belenas myself. They just look fun. What about you, Tyon? Juranus, I suppose. It's on the cutting edge of technology. Noah? Mio? Favorite Levness? I don't think I've ever looked at Levnesses through that particular lens. Me neither. What's your fave then, Valdi? Me? Well, obviously it'd have to be... we know yours already. No need to say it. What? I want to say it. Let me say it. And now to back all the way out of the camp so that I can change my hero and have a different conversation.
Sure, I can lend you a hand.
Ready to take on the world.
Can we ask Manana to whip up some grub? Hey, listen to this, will ya?
The Nopon caravan said it was attacked by a mysterious soldier, didn't it? A mysterious soldier? Sounds well spooky. That was me. You? Queen's baubles, so our mystery guy was here all along? They saw me. I intended to erase the evidence. Now I think about it, when you met us for the first time, you attacked us too. Obviously. Is it obvious? I'm not sure it is. I'm a shadow, the shadow of my friend and of his daughter. I don't like being seen by others. Oh, so I get it. His friend is Guernica, is not, and his daughter is Monica. It's Monica, right? And he is wearing an eye patch. But you didn't end up wiping out the caravan, did you? A little light intimidation was enough to shut them up, so I let it go. If they become a nuisance, I will erase them. Dude, you really need to mellow out. At any rate, the Nopon caravan means you no harm, so I'm sure it won't come to that. Let's hope. Huh, I just realized you got rumbled by a bunch of Nopon, eh? Wow, you must have been real clumsy out there. Whoa, easy there, Ferris. Put away the weapons. We're all friends here. He's a real short fuse to boot. It must be a touchy subject. Oh, they'll auto-add the hero if they need to.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
Then why does it say required hero and act as if it's not a thing? I guess that makes it a lot more convenient. Everyone's commenting on how Colony Tao's gained a few Nopon. Nopon are every place. It true, Nopon very hardy people. The locals are a bit afraid of them, it seems. I can't say I'd call any Nopon I'd ever met scary. If Honorine invited them, I'm sure they can't be bad. Stuffing their faces, eh? And here I thought Manana was the only one capable of that. Height of rudeness. All right, enough prattling, all of you. Shall we look into it, then? Good idea. Let's talk to the Nopon as well. Ah, yes, Juniper was very required for exactly one sentence. So this one we can't have because we're not in the right location. But this one we can have.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
What do you make of those strange comments? I've never seen any with garbled text like that before. And it's weird that someone issued the exact same request multiple times. Think our irises are broken? Don't scare me like that. The very possibility makes me shudder. Maybe it's a bug in the card itself. Oh, one of the Collectopedia cards that I turned in, the guy had a bunch of garbled text. That sounds like something to ask Sequoia. If it really is a bug, she'll be in the most foul mood until the matter's resolved. Do we have to? She seems to be our best option. Right, let's see what she has to say. All right, only one discussion left to have, and we can't have it here.
Let's keep things on a tight
time to not care. And for heroes, who do we even have in the party right now, or what classes? We got 2 of everything. So just for safety's sake, let's put him in.
Some relationships changed.
At some point, I want to go around and complete all the quests I've got going on. But I also want to keep going with the story, dang it. You know who might have dropped this sheet music? Nope. Oh, thanks anyway. Thanks for teleporting in, Noah. I think he was just repeatedly going up and down the stairs trying to get closer, but realizing he couldn't and then teleported.
We got new folks on the map.
Okay. So, if I teleport, or actually, let's not teleport, let's just walk. So the points of interest. Oh, now we've got actual interacts here. House Ortiz looks shulky. In memory of the founder of House Ortiz and the city's liberator. A Kavesi soldier, this founder was released from the flame clock system by the other founders, and henceforth spent every last ounce of his energy for the cause, to liberate the city as one of the first Ouroboros. Having fun vibing there, Mio? With his surpassing skill in mechanical engineering, the founder fought not with a blade, but with a weapon of his own fabrication. He was also responsible for laying the foundations of all the mechanical systems supporting the city to this day. Following the fight against Mobius, he poured the remainder of his days into rebuilding the city before finally perishing at the age of 80 years. Though how he attained that feat despite his origins as a Kavesi soldier remains unexplained. So it is possible for us to live beyond 10 years. House... I'm gonna guess that's Reed, not Raid. So House Reed. In memory of the founder of House Reed and the city's Liberatrix. Rather than the founder herself, this statue depicts the founder's mentor figure, standing as a sign of the deep reverence and devotion she felt for her teacher. The founder's master was unconnected to her by bonds of blood, yet he raised her as would benefit a child of one's own, it is said. Though of a calm and constant disposition, the sight of him on the battlefield, the great red sword in hand, struck fear into many a Mobius. And though the vicious struggle against Mobius cost this ferocious warrior his right arm, the loss did nothing to diminish his desire to hone his martial skills each day, standing as vivid testament to his indomitable will. So that sounds Dunbanny, but also the whole Kavesi thing. It ain't right. House Doyle. In memory of the founder of House Doyle and the city's Liberatrix. Directly descended... Oh, it should be Liberatrix, huh? Like, female version of Liberator, I guess. Directly descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after N's ravaging of the city of old, but upon encountering the other founders, she committed herself fully to the fight. This founder is said to have a familial relation to the founder of Vandam, with scant extant records suggesting that they were likely brother and sister. She fought alongside the founder of Vandam then, who was the elder of the two, and brought the power of Ouroboros to completion. Said to have been bright and wise, this founder laid the cornerstones for much of the city's governance and legal system. House Vandam. In memory of the founder of House Vandam, the city's restorer and liberator. The original incarnation of the city was once laid to ruin by Mobius N's hand. The founder realized fully the power of Ouroboros, heretofore limited, and fought against N, ousting him. Once victorious, he gathered the old city's people, scattered to the winds, and re-established the city. With the city restored, he left its government in the hands of the founder of Doyle, and departed on a lonely expedition. No records exist of his fate thereafter. Heirs of Vandam's lineage only returned to the new city several centuries later. Oral tradition has it that the founder was master of the classical art of fist fighting, and the scions of House Vandam carry on the custom to this day. House Cassini. In memory of the founder of House Cassini and the city's liberatrix. Much like with the founder of Reed, this statue too depicts the founder's respected mentor rather than the founder herself. The mentor boasted a robust physique, wielding two great swords at once with utmost ease, and facing down Mobius despite the loss of one eye. He lived his life an unsophisticated sort, broad-minded but impassioned, and is said to have aided the founders in the fight against Mobius, physically and spiritually. He was further reported to have been a free spirit whose qualities influenced the other founders, still young and impressible when the city was restored. Indelible proof of this rebellious spirit can be seen time and again in the ethos of the house in generations to come. House Rhodes. A soldier of Agnes, this founder's fight to the death against the founder of Ortiz, a soldier of Kevis, was interrupted by a chance meeting with other founders. Freed from the bondage of her flame clock, she joined the fight against Mobius. Although a soldier, the founder is reported to have been exceedingly gentle and kind at heart. Additionally, her skill in the healing arts greatly contributed to the development of medical science in the city in later ages. And irrespective of starting life as an Agnian soldier, she is said to have surpassed 80 years of age, though the way she achieved that remains shrouded in mystery. Ouroboros Stone's Cage. The object on display upon this plinth is the very first original Ouroboros Stone's Cage. It is important to note that initial designs for the monument are said to have included a statue of a seventh founder in its place. Next to no information remains about the seventh founder's identity, and it is possible that this is not due to a simple loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this is the result of a conscious decision by the seventh founder. Neat. Excuse me, we're trying to find the person who dropped this sheet music. Oh, that's Granddad's. I can't believe he's been dropping things in the middle of the street again. He can't keep doing this. Would you mind introducing us to him? We'd actually quite like to meet him. Yeah, why not? Okay, you can help me find him. Knowing Granddad, he's probably standing on a bridge somewhere, worrying himself sick. Thank you. He's really hard to talk to.
We got new folks on the map.
However you look at it, Guernica was a great man and a heroic fighter. He ceded his position as elder to Monica so that he could carry on fighting on the front lines. Each time he rode back into the city on his Levnus, he brought back a brand new tale of valor and daring do. Yes, and I certainly wasn't the only one who was eager to hear them either. He inspired courage in all of us, not just the lost numbers. He was a great example right up to his final moments.
We got new folks on the map.
You already know this, but Agnes and Kevis have been fighting forever. And we've been living so that we escape the notice of Agnes, Kevis, and Mobius for just as long. I think it's about time we stopped living this way, don't you?
We got new folks on the map.
Did I I know I saw the canteen when we walked past it at one point, but I guess I never dropped in to get it actually marked. Oh, hey. On a bridge somewhere worrying himself sick. Okay, Boomer. Excuse me. Here you are. Granddad, you dropped your sheet music again. You can't just say you can't write good music and throw everything away. Wait, you wrote this piece? We wanted to know how the rest of it went, so we came looking for you. It's such a lovely melody. I'd love to be able to play it all the way through. Did he hear me? I think he wants you to go with him.
We got new folks on the map.
Suddenly he's here again.
Some relationships changed.
Can't go any faster, Boomer? Sure is weird watching the people in back vibrate like that. Noah, don't push Boomer. Unless you're pushing him closer to where he's meant to go. If you can save us time like that, then it's totally fine. How far are we going, Boomer? Going up to that little platform there? Is that it? No, you're taking the long way. Oh, no, just go in a circle. Not sure Boomer knows where he wants to go. Such pretty music. Manana, dig it. Getting groovy. I would not call this groovy. That's a completely different feel. I think Granddad enjoyed himself. We had fun playing together, too. Pretty different from your off-seeing tunes, isn't it? Feels a lot more jaunty. It's true, the simple act of listening makes you feel connected to everyone around you. How bizarre. Manana would like to listen again. I'd like to write something like that one day, too. You will. I'm sure of it. Wow, what a quest. Find a guy, follow him for a long time.
Some relationships changed.
And then hear a little bit of music. Elder is a lady I admire. Never a stronger woman I have seen. Her father and her spouse together lost, yet still she soldiers on in stern command. As daughter of the noble house of Doyle, I hope that I too can climb to such a height.
We got new folks on the map.
Ah, there's the canteen. Wow, I was right in front of it when I was going, man, I wish I had gone into the canteen so I could find it. Like, I literally had the camera pointed this way. If I turned it just to the right, I would have seen it.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
XP boost, huh? Not super useful, but
Woo! That's good.
it's a thing.
Oh, I needed that.
Can't wait to nosh on it.
Let's move out.
Actually, let's get this mapped out. Oh, it's a landmark, too. So I'm going to try taking these ladders and see if they can, in fact, lead me to that quest over there. Oh. Yep, Gray is from here. Cool. Put 2 and 2 together.
All right.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. Not quite long enough. Gotta be careful not to fall.
What you got for me?
Yes, this is taking us to it. Gigi asking, big ask here. Friends in? Of course. Shiner, you in? I guess. Maybe you could try asking someone. Can we help you? Ouroboros! What do you guys say to a treasure hunt? Because we're about to go on one. What now? Yeah, what now? Yeah, right now, but I warn you, it's pretty hard. We were just looking for more people to join in, too. But this special treasure hunt, only kids can play. Why does that matter? Who cares as long as we're all having fun? Right? Don't be such a stick in the mud. Anyway, you made it, and you're a grown-up, aren't you? So it's fine. Also, Ouroboros is at a maximum 9 years old, so... Gigi is cut to quick. Well, if you need us that much, we'll help. We do. It'll be so embarrassing if we can't solve the clues. And there's so many, please? Fine, you twisted our arms. will help a little bit, okay? Yay! Thank you! Very well. Gigi, explain rules. These clues lead to 3 boxes, which are all in the city. Each person follow 1 clue and bring box back here, okay? What exactly are these boxes? Appearance and form is different, each from other. Everything else is trade secret. But they're all marked with an X. It's good that you've marked them. Team of Ouroboros get this clue. At foot of 15 lights. What's that meant to be? It's a clue, duh. I don't get it at all, though. Oh, what a faff. Okay, so what does foot mean? Is the box at the bottom of something? And then there's this 15 lights business. So what we're looking for is a lot of light sources. And theoretically, if we search at the bottom of it, we should find something. I wonder what it'll be. You save those brain for own clues. It takes some time, so get solving. Solving now. Okay, I'm definitely gonna find it. Yeah. We'd be able to get searching for ours too, I guess. Yeah, let's try to find some lights that fit the bill.
We got new folks on the map.
So can I open it from this side? Okay, good. Hey, look, it is a light source, but that's not 15.
We got new folks on the map.
I'd imagine that what we'd be looking for is, you know, somewhere where there's going to be a bunch of lights, like, say, a plaza of some sort.
Some relationships changed.
That's only 1 light. You know, a canteen would have a bunch of lights. Why, it might even have 15 of them. It might actually be too many. Also, there's no quest thingy inside here. Oh, is this going to be an array of lights? Why, yes, and there might well be 15 of those. Hey, do you think this is the box? It has an X on it and everything. At the foot of 15 lights. So at the bottom of where there are 15 lights? We solved it. Looks like it. Let's go back to Rebelli Plaza then. Hey, Rizky. Yeah, the Xenoblade series does tend to have pretty good writing. Though, I gotta say, I felt more compelled by Xenoblade 1 and possibly even 2 than this one. Like, I'm not saying Xenoblade 3 is bad, because it isn't. But Xenoblade 1 had a much stronger narrative for me to push me through the story. Like, there were actual developments happening constantly. Whereas Xenoblade 3, it feels like we're still in the dark about a lot of things. Xenoblade 1, it felt like we had clear goals, and while those goals were misguided, we knew what we were doing the whole time through. And sure, there were also some mysteries, but, like, yeah, Xenoblade 1, it had that really strong push to keep going. And Xenoblade 2 also had some similar things. Xenoblade 3, like, our goal thus far has been, okay, get to the sword. And that's been get to the sword for many, many hours now. And everything that's happened on the way has just been like, well, that's making it a little harder to get to the sword. There haven't been any, like, I guess the existence of this city is the closest thing to a major revelation we've had, like what the people here are and do. But even that was something that we could guess at a long time ago. There hasn't been any big eye-opening surprise yet. But again, I'm not super far into this game yet. I imagine there's still plenty to go. All boxes are found. Everyone worked very hard. Well done. Man, we rock. I must have run around half the city. So what happens to the boxes now? Now is... open boxes and enjoy contents. Yay, open the boxes, open the boxes! Each box was opened. Hang on, there's notes in here. Let me see. 28756. Memory house. Capped. That's all of them. So then, this is another clue. This one's even harder to get than the last one. That's why we had to find all of them, isn't it? Put them together and they mean something. Look, join them up like this. Capped memory house? Like snow-capped? Well, what would this memory house be? Could be the memorial hall, but what's above there, a road? Wait, I know. It's the Calum residential quarter. It has to be. And I heard they've got spare places to stay up there. What? San, you're so clever. That must be it. Right, so what's this 28756 number then? Some kind of coordinates to this residential quarter or something? It could be the flat number. No, I don't think there are that many flats. What if we move it around in the message? It's probably not that complicated. Probably? I thought you were the one who designed these clues. Meh. But then who did? Gigi not at liberty to... I've got it, it's a key code. I bet the flat's got a door where you have to punch in a number to open it. That has to be it. Shiner, how are you so amazing? In that case, it looks like we've somehow stumbled across our second answer. Gigi already say these very special clues. Gigi unable to solve by self. But Gigi know you capable of solve. Of course we can. Let's see if we were right. To the flats on top of the Memorial Hill. Shiner away. Or Memorial Hall. Shiner away. Well, I've got no sparking idea who set all this up. Let's keep playing along for now. Gigi's clearly at a loss without us. Oh, if we must. I'm not one to leave a mystery unresolved. Also, why did I never open this the first time I was here? I guess I only had eyes for the door. Would you look at that? It really worked. But there's nothing here. I don't think that's quite right. There's a note. Return to the founder bringing tribute. Man, it's the next clue. How many of these are there? Gigi, think this last one. How can you be so sure? Because Gigi no answer of clue. I think I know it too. Founder must mean like the statues of the founders, right? That not correct. Founder mean person who start thing. So it person who make clues. It point to friend of Gigi. What about this tribute thing? That easy hit thing that is favorite of Founder. And Founder like torpedo wrap. Ooh, this is just grocery shopping. Not at all. Real question behind this is difficult question that Gigi not able to answer. Gigi need help of everyone to solve last clue. We can do it, we still want to get the treasure. Yeah, we'll do it easy peasy. Well, we ain't gonna leave you high and dry after coming this far, are we? Gigi very grateful. First, we need torpedo wrap from best torpedo wrapsmith Gigi know. And I wonder who and where said wrapsmith is. Also, gotten a little stuck trying to get out of there. And just making sure that that's revealed on the map. I like having nice revealed maps. This is the place Gigi told us to go to. Get your freshly made torpedo wraps here. Sweet or salty, choose your topping.
Why don't we get a little of everything?
Apparently a little of everything is one thing. And she only had one in stock. Enjoy. This should be fine, right? Incorrect. One extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap, please. There you go, thank you. I didn't even know they did them like this. This only available on specials menu. It very sweet and tasty. But one you just bought also tasty. Gigi would like you to savor. You could have told us that earlier. To miss out on the toppings is a grievous blow indeed. And he's still on about the food. Now, everything ready. So where is this founder person anyway? Near to here, at top of back alley steps. Excuse me, aren't you supposed to be going somewhere? Outside thunder with noise of war, but inside of city happily safe. Gigi have eye patch, so Gigi never leave home without. What? I didn't think Nopon had any need for the eye patches. God, keep voice tones down or Gigi have to admit it merely stylish affectation. Stylish affectation. So we gotta go up here again?
I should write this all down.
Where's the tribute? Here, as desired, extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap. Perfect. Oh, I used entirely the wrong voice for this. Gah. Hi. Nice to meet you. Who are you people? I gotta keep using it. Friends who help solve clues. Gigi, make introduction. This is creator of Treasure Hunt. Wait, please. Gigi, understand. Azalea always looking outside here. Azalea go out at nighttime and play alone. What Azalea really want is not torpedo wrap. It friends to play with. No, I don't need friends. Azalea? Something's eating you up, isn't it? Something sad. What was it that happened? What are you thinking? Will you tell me? If I'm alone, I can't get any more lonely than this. Mom got ill and died, and Dad hasn't come home from battle yet. I hate being left behind. that's a sad goodbye to make. My mom passed away as well, so I know how you feel. Yours too. But this is different. I had so much fun today solving those clues, and everyone helped. Maybe one day we won't be together anymore, but that makes it even more important to be together now, right? Like, if we weren't together now, I'd just regret it later. What kind of games do you like to play, Azalea? I don't really know. Okay, then our next game is finding something Azalea likes. I love solving tough problems. Which is why I had so much fun with your puzzles, Azalea. Well, I guess, but... Come on, give us another. Hit me. You want me to now? Whoever solves it wins the torpedo wrap. But there's only one. Then you'd better play to win. Okay, who goes first? Me, I'll do it. Hey, how can I win if I don't even get to answer? That all worked out rather nicely. Gigi, very grateful. Thank you. Question of how to find Azalea friends to play with was hardest puzzle of all. Gigi unable to solve this puzzle for longest time, so that why Gigi get everyone involved. I think this was a nice opportunity. Let's just watch them for a while.
We got new folks on the map.
Okay, let's go actually talk to Monica. Get her hero quest started.
Monica, can we talk?
What's up? Sounds ominous.
We were hoping we could ask you about someone. Guernica, in fact.
About Dad?
Everyone in the city speaks so highly of him. But we still don't know a whole lot about him. I think we owe him that much.
All right. Where'd you want to start?
You were brought up by him, right? So, we thought you'd probably understand him better than anyone else.
Ha! I wish that were the case. The Guernica Van Dam that I knew was a man that I always looked up to. He was always busy keeping the city together or fighting out on the front line. Always distant. After I chose a military life, he didn't even talk to me like a parent anymore.
You mean... you weren't on very good terms?
I got to know the man, I think. But not the father. I just thought that we'd have more time together.
Huh.
Hey, boss. You're making the kids feel guilty.
Sorry. I don't blame you guys for any of this. Dad, Guernica, died in the line of duty, trying to accomplish his aim. But that's not all. He died fighting for what he believed in, and he saw it through. Of that much, I'm sure.
For what he believed in.
Well, about that, there still might be a bit of unfinished business there. He sure was adamant about getting stuff home to people.
Yeah, for certain.
Sorry, what do you mean exactly?
Personal effects from the deceased. Things that family and friends can remember them by. We don't leave any other mark behind that says, we were here, you see? If there are people waiting for you, then you just want to leave something behind, whatever it may be. I was in the rear guard. I know just how dangerous that battlefield was. Maybe it's better not to dwell on that.
But there are personal items that have been left behind though, right?
Huh?
Maybe you'd let us do something to help out with that. It must be really painful for the people who never got the chance for closure.
Yeah, right. I'm starting to get a handle on how they see things in the city. Sort of. But if there's something we can do about it, I want to try to help.
I appreciate the sentiment, guys. But why go to all this trouble?
Well, we'll get some closure from doing this too. We were losing friends every day.
And before we became Ouroboros, some of us used to be Offseers. Guernica went to all that trouble for others. And when it happened, he was thinking of everyone waiting for him in the city. So I'd like to help his voice find its way.
Much appreciated. Speaking personally, good on you.
Travis, could you pull up the tactical register?
Roger that. Give me a moment.
Wait, so you still have irises even though you're not from Kevis or Agnes? So I guess you all just make your own irises and install them anyway? Or are they actually biological things that everyone's born with?
We've got a list of deceased soldiers and the likely locations where they fell. Could you check out the waypoints around Alfeto Valley?
That's some impressive precision.
Kind of you to notice. See, that's the thing about us lost numbers. We just don't know when to quit.
Okay, guys, it's up to you now. When you're done, could you meet me at the Remembrance Stones?
Got it. You have my word.
Some relationships changed.
Well, that was a surprisingly long load. Alfeto Valley. Where's that? You know, this would be easier if I actually set the quest as my tracked quest, wouldn't it? Oh, it already is. There we go. Destination map. That is here. That's a long way away, but I guess it's... Makes sense. That's where we found Van Damme to begin with. I shouldn't be surprised that this is where they want us to go.
Some relationships changed.
Oh, look, we got some Agnes.
I'll whack 'em good.
Hey, game, maybe cycle targets to the one that's actually beating on me. Like, he was directly in front of me and beating on me. But my targets kept cycling to things that were 1,000,000 miles away.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
Like...
They're on us. Orders?
That is one thing that this game really needs to do better about, is targeting. Because the only options we have with regard to targeting are whether or not the game targets things that are not in combat with you when you have your weapons drawn.
I'm the girl with the gun.
At least I think that's all it is. I don't remember there being other targeting options. So yeah, it's... I guess Classic might actually be what I want. Because default, I'm guessing it goes purely based on screen position from left to right. But that is entirely unhelpful when it can target things that are a million miles away while someone else is actively beating on you. So let's try Classic for a bit. So R to cycle through closest targets. It is not cycling targets at all. In fact, I can use L to go farthest to closest, apparently.
Let me just...
But if I press R, it just stays on this guy. So R is only for... Their description of how this targeting works is entirely wrong. Push the R button to target the closest enemy. Okay, I guess that's right. And the L button cycles through targets in reverse order. So I can target the closest, or I can go farthest to closest. Why is there no option that lets me, like, target things from closest to farthest? If they let pushing the R button cycle through targets from closest to farthest, and then had L go in the reverse order, then this would actually be useful. But as is, it's pretty trashy anyway. And as bad as default is, I think it's probably better. That is disappointing. It's very disappointing.
Mince meat. Kick
Yeah, hey fellas, everyone get into combat, please.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
Oh, this'll be over like that.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Alright. Gotta turn this in.
We've brought their belongings.
Thanks. Means a lot. Can you lay them out here?
Now you mention it, didn't Monica put an eye patch here? Yeah, that was Guernica's.
What does it mean exactly? Placing people's belongings here?
How can I explain it? You guys have off-seeing, right? I guess this is our version of that.
Off-seeing for city folk.
You got here first.
Boss, we were waiting for you.
Brother, you...
Zuo, you made it back.
Hiwa, you always kept such good care of this. Now look at it. I just wish that we could have talked more. But you're home now.
Thanks to you, these people got a chance to say farewell to their loved ones. And I got to fulfill Dad's dying wish. Thank you.
So are they going to play, or? Ah, loading a pre-rendered cutscene, I see.
The motes. Sparkle's flight.
You're finally home.
Hiwa.
These people, they weren't just sacrifices. They've entrusted us all with the future. As the Founders did. Looking back is not an option.
It's weird how the blur makes the motes all look like cubes.
So that was enough seeing. The sound of that music, it's really something else. I don't think anyone here will forget this day, as long as they live.
The Fallen never got to win their battles, but maybe now they can get some rest.
Yeah, finally. Speaking of, you ought to get some rest too. You're gonna be pretty busy from now on.
You said it, boss. Wait, just how busy are we talking here?
From now on, I'll be traveling with Noah's crew.
Huh? But then who's gonna handle things in the city?
You'll be here, won't you, Travis?
Like father, like daughter, eh?
Dad spent his life on the front line, and I want to carry on that tradition. I understood that when I heard the Offseers play. It has to be me. I have to carry on his legacy, fulfill his hopes. I'll fight for you now. Call on me anytime you need my help.
Thank you. That's truly heartening.
I hope we'll get to know each other outside of battle too. There's so much I'd like to ask you. About yourself, the city.
No worries.
A word of warning, guys. The boss's stories are long.
If you've got time to rip on the boss, I might just assign you some more duties, Travis.
Oh.
Well, at least I won't have to worry about the city while I'm gone. Just holler if you need me.
We'll take you up on that.
Alright, so now we've got Monica.
The battle for the future is here, and we're on the front line.
Uni. Did not see that one coming.
Hold on a minute.
Having fun running over there?
I'll come again soon. Keep an eye on me, would you?
Okay, I can't blame her for that. And Uni is, in fact, about to reach rank 10 in her current class, which means she will be free to swap. Anyway, we need to get going to where we're supposed to go. This one.
Now we just hang about.
I smell some distant question marks.
Some relationships changed.
Is there a safe way down, or do I have to jump? There is a safe way with stairs.
I wonder what's around here.
Thermal parts could mean just about anything.
This was a nice find.
I'm with you. Come on, don't fail me now.
Looks like we'll be taking a boat.
What kind of place is this?
What you got for me? Ha!
Hello, Salmon. Excuse me, are you Salmon? Most indeed. And friends are famed to Ouroboros? I hear everything from Monica. We'll lend spare ship to friends, no worry. Thank you very much for this. She good ship. Boundary the name. Friends feel free to use. Whoa, nice piece of kit this. I've never seen a real ship before, except in the textbooks. If friends feeling gratitude can show respect by add Mr. to start of name. Mr. Salmon. The Nopon aren't wearing eye patches. Shame. Sorry to cut the pleasantries short, but could you tell us more about the infiltration plan? At least ask about boat first, meh. Ah, fine. Samon explained, so listen up. Surroundings of Agnes Castle under exceptionally strict guard. Nothing to unexpect. Even with most state-of-art cloaking device, approach by Levnus greeted with shooting and shouting and short, sharp landing. That why we plan approach en route that go around Erythia Sea. I see the Erith Sea has become the Erythia Sea. From the sea. Huh. Wait, if they discover us in the drink, then aren't we really royally snuffed? Erythia Sea shrouded in black fog. If used ship to glide along on surface of sea, will not show up on radar scan from above. Right, good thinking. Before proceed to explain nitty-gritty, we must make ship shape. Friends have to help also. It not run as is. There not enough fuel for runnage of boundary. Ah, so that's the problem. Sounds like you need some good old-fashioned physical labor. Sign me up. Samon happy to see friend so enthusiastic. Could never hope to even carry 300 ether cylinder by own self, so things were looking choppy. 300? Do we really need that many? Friends must remember, once depart on ship, they're nowhere to top up before land of destination. That does make sense. Sure, but where the spark are we going to find that many cylinders? I mean, we only have like 80 plus on us right now. Not here, that for sure. We pour all fuel we had into making prototype. In other words, we have to figure out the whole supply chain from nothing. Perish thought, friend. Samon never expect friends could provide alone. Only need to assist associate of Samon. Would like friends to go see Timna and explain situation. And that person can get us the cylinders. Assuredly, Timna come from one of 6 mighty houses. Should be no big deal to part with 100 ether cylinder or even 1,000. What are these 6 houses? Very fancy houses in holding of very important people. Alright, we got it. Where can we find this Timna? In Calum residential quarter of city. Great, let's go then.
We got new folks
Okay,
on the
so
map.
back up to the city it is. So, that's over here. And this landmark actually puts us down below. So this landmark is probably actually the closer one.
According to Mr. Samon, Timna's place should be around here.
Do you really think she can come up with 300 ether cylinders?
Oh boy, we've got more discussion to have. Ms. Timna, we've come from an errand on an errand from Samon. Oh, really? And what might he need? Well, he's found himself quite urgently needing a large quantity of fuel, so... I don't need the preambles, duck. This is Samon we're talking about. I'm sure he's got a whole lot of guff to sell me. Well, I wouldn't quite... It's quite alright. What's he after? Tell me plainly. 300 ether cylinders. Planning something big again, isn't he? Not to worry, I'll have them prepared. Or, well, I'd love to do that for you, but lately the conservative lot have been buzzing around. Such a pain. The truth is, we haven't been able to secure a surplus for ourselves either. The conserva what now? They're the people who don't welcome war, perhaps. It seems you know enough to recognize not all of this great city's people think the same way. Some are happy to remain spectators in the conflict taking place outside our door. Not fight Mobius, maintain the status quo. They want nothing more than to seal the city's hatches, build up our defenses. Lots of conservative people like that here. Do pardon an old woman for that tangent. We were talking about ether cylinders. Their lot has been stockpiling more than they need, just to cock a snook at us. You should get what you need from them. Huh? Didn't you just say you didn't like each other? That doesn't mean there aren't any sensible people on that side, too. I see. So even your separate factions are comprised of varying types, then. Well, maybe we should pay a visit to one of these sensible people, then. Please do. Speak to Miori. She's the person in charge of the material storage warehouse. If you tell her that the Noppon's needs are many, the conversation should go smoothly. The Noppon's needs are many? The material storage warehouse is outside the city. Mind how you go. Understood. Thanks for your help. Well, I guess we're going outside the city then. Oh, to there. Cool, we get to fill in a part of the map that I didn't fill in earlier.
Is that Bonnet digging up ore?
That's a little higher up than I expected it to be. I guess we're climbing some ladders.
Well, lucky devils. Well, lucky devils.
Okay, so we can get higher altitude than that house, so...
Cold. Whose bright idea was it to put a warehouse in the arse end of nowhere?
They must have wanted it somewhere that's hard to reach. Not that info didn't leak anyway.
So the fact that we can get above the Taos means that it's probably fightable. Also, they've got an ether channel right outside their door.
Right, let's do it.
It was a rich one, too. So, Taos, what's your deal? Why can't I target you?
This one's got
you're
character.
unique.
Shall we tango?
Hey, Faltar, come over here. I would like to play with you.
Nothing going.
Please come closer. Wanted to have access to more than just your front. Can I get it back? I can. I have to get pretty far over to get its back, which is not ideal. That's kind of a shame in this game when an enemy that has been toppled over a void goes below where, I guess, where the party is standing, it just untopples itself, which means that we have no ability to launch this thing. I like that the character art for the Ouroboros forms still has eye patches. That's a nice touch I didn't expect. It's a real shame that I have no access to launching this thing. Considering launch is a great boost to damage, and also I don't have access to its back anymore. Oh, we are out of healers. Oh snap, we got the launch in time. But it didn't last. Why? Why would it fall during a launch? Wow, why is Uni my only healer? That seems not ideal. No wonder everyone ended up dying. I mean, we don't really have much chance here. We don't really have a whole lot of options. But we can, in theory, still get an Ouroboros order. If we do get an Ouroboros order, then we're going to win.
Do you think this plan might work? Yippee!
Might as well use her to increase the damage. He didn't even do damage yet. Why is it overkill now? Well, hey, we got it even though we only brought one healer in. That's said, we over-leveled it by quite a bit, so if we were a closer level, we would have been absolutely ruined.
That could have gone a lot worse. Thanks, Mio.
I should be thanking you, Lance.
Come on, don't fail me now.
Okay, looks like Lands is finished, and so has Uni. So Uni, we gotta have the Lost Vanguard.
Past me.
Which means Tyon actually needs to stop being a lone exile, but I do want to get it maxed out, so 4 coins. There we go. So now Tyon can be, I guess, he's got to be a damage dealer. He doesn't have any other options. So he can be a Full Metal Jaguar.
I'll take the offensive then.
Lens can be a healer.
Got it.
We've got too many tanks, but I do want to keep her Monica in the party so that she can unlock her class for other people more quickly. So Mio, she's already got that at level 7, which means she does have the break card, I believe.
Leave the healing to me.
So let's have her be another healer. And honestly, I would rather have 3 healers than 3 tanks. So Senna, you gotta wait.
You guys safe.
Okay, so Moondog is the regen thing. That's good damage. No Love Lost is probably the least interesting thing we've got here. But I don't think we want to replace it. And I'll put Multi-Blast here, just so that we've got 2 heal on hit things for use in chain attacks. I'll use Shield Bash instead of my OPEX screen because I just don't want to deal with dazes. And Flashback. You might argue that these aren't the best things to put on a healer. And then again, I do not have any additional heals that I can put on her beyond this, so... Actually, there might be another heals when hits thing. There's just no other pure healing. Okay, no, there are no other heals that I can put on her. Wait, that means that Lands and Senna are both healers, and that's also not ideal. You don't want to have half, or well, more than half of your healing squad go away if these 2 fuse up. Which means, Lands, you get to instead be tank, and Uni no, Uni's got to stay a tank. Never mind, Lands, you get to be a damage dealer guy. And but you don't have any healers to beat, Tyon. I guess we're just doing 2 tanks, 2 healers. That should be fine. So Landslide's good. Driving Arrow's fine. Staying Power I don't care about. So let's get... Oh, can't get any more positionals. What other positionals do I have? I've got a side break. And that's it. And then I've got a rear bleed. So you can only have 2 positionals. And I don't want to get rid of a break. So I guess we're keeping everything. That's not ideal, but whatever.
Shield bash! Demolition!
Demolition's just good. Actually, okay, yeah, this is an ether attacker. And we want Demolition to be up top.
Demolition!
And then we can swap Shield Bash and Flashback just because that feels better to me, having the break on the side. And the top will be on down. It just seems right. Gotta set her up like we have Senna set up. We've got access to plenty of break.
Soaring Tempest!
We don't have access to a whole lot of launch.
Field!
And for you, I guess you can have no baton. Yeah, sure, you can keep what you got. We're going to be controlling Tyon for a while. So I need to get him how I like having a Full Metal Jaguar set up.
Fatal barrage!
So we need our strongest bonus attack here on the middle one. So 325. We have access to better than 325. Looks like nope. And it's 325 with a heal too. That's not bad. So down here, let's see if we can get another ether attack that's worth something.
No love lost.
Physical defense down isn't amazing, but it works. Helps the other party members, so yeah, it's a thing. Well, it might be a good idea to have wide slash down here instead, because then we've got 2 evasion options. Yeah, I think that'll work. His skills were fine. Actually, we don't need Sappy Drain on him because he doesn't have any reactions to do. Yeah, I guess we've got some evasion arts in there. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to care too much about the people who aren't me. Okay, this should work. Oh, let's, I like having a healer with that devotional necklace because if they pick someone up and get all their stuff back, it's easy heals. And I guess that'll do for now.
I'll handle this.
I still wish that I could save a setup like on a per class basis so that whenever I move someone to that same class,
Might as well
they'd
claim
keep
this.
all the same setup. Instead of needing to reset it every time a new character becomes a specific class. Because it'll remember what that character had as that class before, even when it's to your detriment and has empty slots, because before you didn't have the slots open. But there's no way to be like, okay, so I've been this character in this class for a while. I want to have this other character be that class now. Equip all that same stuff. There's no way to do that. Hey, are you Miori? What? Ms. Timna sent us. We're trying to get some ether cylinders. Timna did? Well, is that all? She didn't give you a message or something? Huh? A message? I don't think I remember anything like that. The Noppon's needs are many or whatever. Right, no deal then. You can leave now. What? Look, this isn't what we were told. I'm a busy gal, okay? Beat it. Hey, wait. Suggest to abandon hope. She give coldest shoulder. Oh, right. She said that the Noppon needs his money. Not quite. Is that really what she said? To the word, to the letter. Are you sure? Huh? Oh, was it needs are many instead? Yes, now I get it. I'll get them ready for you. Really? Thanks so much. Great success. I see. So that's what she meant by the conversation going smoothly. Huh? It mean this person big Noppon fan. Only reasonable, really. So, how many do you need? 300 ether cylinders. Is that manageable? I'll check. Hold tight. Also, don't let anyone near the storage. Sure thing. Don't let anyone near. Like anyone bother coming out here without a rock-solid reason. It sounded like the faction she belongs to doesn't want any involvement with us. I imagine she doesn't want to be suspected of helping Ouroboros. Well then, should we give her a hand? The faster it's done, the sooner we can be out of her hair. She told us to stay put, so... She said not to let anyone near. I would assume that includes us. Yeah, let's keep watch like we were told. Huh? Something up, Mimi? I just heard something. It's coming this way. Whoa, check them out. Why are they so big? Let's take them out before things get messy. I'm with you. Maybe it equips the thing on Kion that makes it so that sometimes cooldowns don't go on cooldown. I get why the game likes it so much, but it needs to have a higher trigger percentage to actually be that useful. I'm going to need to change it out. I heard a ruckus out here. Anything I need to worry about? Not even slightly. Nobody's here. Right. I've prepared the ether cylinders. Take them and go. Thanks. Ah, yes. 3 stacks of 99 and 1 stack of 3. Because they couldn't just give us... well, I guess 5 stacks of 60 would be more stacks, wouldn't it?
We should be done with the ether cylinders now. Let's get back to Mr. Salmon.
A ship, huh? I'm on board for that.
As much as I would love to just fast travel right down, or even to jump down to that little ramp over there, I can't fast travel down because I want to check out down there. Oh, it's not even connected. Well, I guess we'd have to come from the other side then, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it'd be faster. Well, I guess it'd be faster to come from here and then go across and then up, but that's still no faster than just doing that at any point in time, so... off we go.
Job well done. Salmon pull all-nighter to install. Expect to be shipshape by tomorrow morning.
That soon?
Salmon never flounder. Always get job done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you not necessary. Salmon is fixer-upperer by trade.
What's that?
Ah. This is ultimate vessel.
Ultimate vessel?
That right. Even vortexing raging great sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as queen of boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Wow.
Still weird that this is the first Xenoblade game where Nop-on mouths have been more than just a texture. They are actually modeled now. Oh, we need to go to the Lost Numbers dorm? Why do we need to go there now? Sleep on it, I guess?
There. All done.
Wow! Amazing! Okay, I'll bag you the next one. I even brought the materials and stuff. Make me something mega cool, yeah?
Sure. What kind of blade do you want? Sword? Gun?
Fists.
Okie dokie.
Hey. If we didn't have to fight each other, you think that could have been Yoren?
Yoren, did you ditch training again just to work on this stuff? Did not. I'm not skiving. I just had a bad headache. I gave notice too.
Excuse me? No one did that for you, right?
Yeah, I'm used to doing it. Okay, it's done. Hold on. Is that...
Who's that? Lance?
This one's Uni, and this is Noah.
Hey, that looks just like me. Good job, matey.
Huh?
I love it, Euron.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have your talent. All we can do is slash and shoot each other. But you create things.
Hey, so who's this? We know someone like that?
Looks like a real tough fella.
It's Yorin in console mode.
That's... it's me.
What?
This is you.
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like... That's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
It's not silly. I believe in you. I've seen exactly what you can do.
You think he's got what it takes? You're talking out your bum.
No, I'm not. He can do it. Right, Jorn?
I'll try then. I'll try really hard.
He looked up to me, man. Smiling.
Sometimes it's hard to judge, huh? What we're supposed to be protecting. It all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Even so, his smile was the real thing. We should cherish that. Next time we'll think twice about who really needs punching.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So you saw it?
Huh?
Your husk. Your own lifeless husk. You've come across it.
How did you...
Your eyes. You looked like you were gazing into your own past.
That's crazy. Live long enough and you learn how to figure out stuff like that.
Oh, it hasn't been as long as you think. But folk do tell me I'm pretty sharp.
No. How come you don't wake these guys up? Couldn't you use the help? Or is it because they'd just be Mobius fodder?
They can't be fodder. If we wake them up here, they'll be freed from the shackles of the flame clock.
So why then?
Because this is our fight. We don't know how long it'll take. And their lives are short.
So you don't want to get them mixed up in everything?
That's one reason.
And the other?
People need to learn who they really are. What they have to leave behind for posterity. I want them to wake up in a world that affords them that chance.
How do we discover who we really are?
That from the husk.
Yeah?
You won't find yourself there.
Huh?
You've got to look to the present and the future only. The one in the past, it isn't you. You didn't make that, and it's not yours.
Make that?
But look to the future, and you can build yourself up however you like. You can become whoever you want to be.
I can?
You've got the power to do so. Be true to yourself.
Thank you. That's...
Well, that's what my dad always said.
Your dad?
But it goes for you, too.
True to myself. We'll see.
She didn't make it and it's not hers, but she's still got some of its memories.
Really? Did you seriously just burn your tongue again?
You saw that.
Well, your soup is one of the highlights of my day.
Really? Whoa, thanks. I'm flattered.
It was just the truth.
Want some to taste test?
For real? Good thing I got off early. You enjoy cooking?
Oh, it's been drilled into me. It's a ritual now. Can't really start the day without making a pot.
I get you. 2 months, huh? Since that battle.
Yeah.
You're tough. No joke.
Eh?
We heard from uni that you're just like us.
Oh, that part.
I've been plodding along, playing it all cool. But when we saw him again, I thought, nah, snuff all of this.
I'm scared too, just so you know. Since Monica told us the whole truth, I've hoped... No. I'm sure I'll see Miyabi again. I'm so sure of it.
Hard, wasn't it? Hearing that.
Yeah. But it sure beats ignorance.
That's what Noah thinks too. You're hard as nails.
What we don't know might as well not exist. It's an obvious way to think, but it isn't right. Closing my eyes doesn't mean evil disappears.
And so, you go on?
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end. With all of you.
You said it.
The ship's ready. Mr. Samon must have pulled an all-nighter. It's all going to kick off soon. Our preparations should also be complete. Let's rendezvous with Mr. Samon at the port. Let's. As much as I would like to, it's going to have to wait until the next stream, which should be on Thursday. So thanks everyone for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. I'll see you on Thursday when we go to the port and start heading to the Agnes Castle. See you then, friends.
It's vital to keep a record of events.